Garcia, a current ICF student from the class of 2023. Jose, we look forward to hearing your reflections as you navigate your IMBA journey.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm here to share the perspective of an international student, and I hope this is helpful for everyone. And hello to the people that are following us from the internet. I hope that is useful for you. So, my IMBA experience, I'm Jose Garcia from Guatemala. So, the agenda, I want to do a personal introduction, what you can expect from the IMBA, which are some challenges that you will face, some recommendation and an invitation to join. So my personal introduction, I'm 28 years old. I worked 5 years in finance. I study economics in Guatemala. My professional experience is I work as a professional financial modeler. I did cash flow valuations, M&A, leverage acquisitions, those Excel files that you do to do complex analysis. I did that, and my hobbies are hiking and play guitar. So my journey to Taiwan, I come from here, so it's really far away. This is Guatemala, so the flight to come to Taiwan is like 25 hours. So we come from Guatemala to San Francisco and from San Francisco to Taipei. And why I came here, and this is actual photo from my flight. So I wanted something different. I wanted to study abroad. I wanted to experience a different culture. That is one of my main concerns. I wanted to have a different experience from the experience that I have in my country, and that's probably one of the reasons why I'm so satisfied. I wanted to live in Asia. It's a unique opportunity for all of you. That is your normal life, but from someone that is outside, it's a really unique opportunity. And I wanted to stop being just a technical professional. I worked many years, but I was really focused on a really technical job that is doing these Excel files that are financial models, and I wanted to broaden my knowledge in order to be able to do more, because actually when you have experience you will realize that the managers don't necessarily do those calculations. They need other skills like negotiation, presentation, and other kind of skills that you need to actually succeed in the professional work. So I wanted to develop those. What to expect? The IMBA is an MBA program, not a Master in Science. That means that it's broad in the kind of classes that it has, so it gives you a lot of knowledge about different topics, but it don't go deep in any specific, and I think that that is good. If you want to have general knowledge about business, it will definitely cover all the points that you need. We emphasize on group project, so we work a lot with each other. We, almost all our work is in groups, and I think that that is good to have interaction with everyone. It's a real multicultural experience. So there are people from all over the world, from Guatemala, from Belize, from Indonesia, Colombia, Mexico. So I think that that is a really big advantage of the IMBA, because it's a real multicultural experience. And an important part of the program is meant to happen outside, so group projects, volunteering, dragon boat, social activities. How I feel about the IMBA, some ideas. It's a unique experience. I don't think it's normal that you will have the opportunity to meet people from so many countries, and I think that that is really important, unique. Also, the IMBA is a platform, but you actually make the experience. It gives you access to 50 people, around 50 people each year from your batch. And with those people, you can create a shared experience. And it also gives you a degree from a prestigious university in Taiwan. But actually, you are the one who decides what you made out of it. There is these people, these friends, the classes, but you decide what you made out of it. Also, an important part of the IMBA happen outside the classes, so the interaction is key to this program, and some of my most memorable experience happen outside class. So take into account that and try to create many important and meaningful memories for you. and strategic decisions like learning Chinese, doing internships, taking the dual degree, all of those or changing jobs, those are decisions that you do outside the class, and I think that they are really impactful, so take that into account. From international students' perspective, what you can expect of challenges. There could be a language barrier for you, so try to learn basic Mandarin. That will be really useful. Also, you can feel a little bit lost, especially at the beginning, because you need to have your ARC, you make the flights, adapting to a new home, and it's a different place, but actually that disappears after a few months. You need to expect things to be different, like this is not your country, but it will become your home after a few months, so you will get adapted. So don't expect things to be the same. Accept that your life is not the same as before. That also applies when you are in dual degree. You are a student and probably you were working for many years. Change the way that you live and make the most out of it. I think that is really important. And make a new support system with your friends to avoid homesickness. I think that is important because you don't have your family here, so make a lot of friends that will help you to make this your new home. So these are some memorable experiences that I have. I have interaction with a lot of friends and a lot of good moments that I have had here. I have a few recommendations for all of you. First, for local students, attend all the activities even if you are tired. I know that you are busy, but try to attend those activities because you will create a lot of memorables. Good experience. Be curious about your classmates. Ask them where are they from, how is their country, how is their culture, and what they are like, how is living there. Even if you come from the dual degree, I think that it's important to take advantage of your time in Taiwan. Even if your goal is to go outside, this first year, don't just focus on going abroad and having good grades, but actually enjoy your time. For example, with many of our friends are actually now abroad, and we went to Yushan, we went to Jade Mountain, and we did a lot of funny things, and I think that is really important. We create a lot of meaningful experience. It's really funny because when people go to the dual degree, for some reason they start to do things that they haven't done before. Like I want to climb Jade Mountain and swim in Sumo Lake. So take advantage of that. And also explore ICDF and other options. There's a lot of opportunities for international students to come to study to Taiwan and specifically to IMBA. I come with the ICDF scholarship. That is a government-sponsored scholarship, and it's really complete. It gives you a lot of support. There is also the scholarship from MOFA, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and also the College of Commerce, IMBA, or National Shenxi. Give you a lot of support, and there's many opportunities for you to come. So if you actually want to come, you will find that there's a lot of options for you. And my last point is actually Taiwan has a slogan about foreign students that is study plus adventure, and you're considering to come here. I think that definitely delivers. Taiwan delivers a lot. And coming here and having the opportunity to be in Taiwan, I believe that is great and definitely delivers. A study plus adventure like Shanghai Memorial, Taroko National Park was amazing, Taipei 101, and all the things that you can do. I think that you had the chance to study here. It's amazing. So I hope that you can join. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose, for that amazing presentation. We now invite Elisa Tan to the stage. She's from the class of 2021, and she will be sharing her unique IMBA journey with all of you.
Hello, everyone. everyone. I hope you are almost like 99% convinced to apply for the IMBA program here in NCCU after hearing so many reasons. So I will share a bit about my exchange experience. I did two exchange experiences, and you heard it right, it's two. And I know it's not common, it's a little bit crazy because you spend a year abroad without another degree. But if you ask me, I would do it 1,000 times over again. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so let's go back to the previous slide first. Hey, it's gone. Okay, I was gonna ask you, where did I go? But anyways, here's the timeline of my NCCU journey. I joined NCCU IMBA back in September 2021. After a full year, I flew to Barcelona and began my second exchange with EADA Business School in their international MBA program. And then following that, I flew to Copenhagen and began my second exchange with CBS in their master program. And after coming back in October 2023, I began writing my thesis, and thankfully I had Professor Jason Tai as my thesis advisor. And in this year, in January, I graduated. All right, so I went to Denmark and Spain. I was gonna ask you the flags, but anyways. Next slide, please. So if you're thinking of having an exchange program while having your NCCU IMBA, your exchange journey actually began with selecting from a list of excellent universities where NCCU has partnership with. And for me, this is one of the most difficult things because with so many great options, it took me a while to finalize my priority list. So when you want to apply for an exchange program, this is the list you fill up. You can fill out up to 10 options if you want to, but it's not really necessary. So these are my options for my second exchange. My advice to you would be that if you really want to go on exchange, know your objective. Do you want to travel more, or do you want to have more studies exposed? So really know the university's offering, their academic strength, also the lifestyle they offer you. I will tell you why later on. Next slide. This is my first exchange with EADA. I joined their IMBA program semester 1. This is the photo taken on the first day of the school. Very international with only one Spanish. And these are all the courses mandatory for exchange students as well. So as you can imagine, there's not much time to travel, but I did some. I did squeeze some time to travel with Roxanne and some other batchmates, but the time is really tight. You will not be able to choose which to attend and which not to, but to be honest, because of this, you quickly build a special bond with your classmates, because guess what? You have a class daily, from Monday to Friday, sometimes on Saturday, every day from 1 to 5 p.m., and basically you're in school all morning because you have so many group projects to do. We have 2 to 3 presentations per week, so that's like having a breakfast for us. And many group projects, so you kind of have to survive this whole situation with your teammates. So you build this special bond with these people from around the world studying MBA. And I was just an exchange student, so I was super grateful having this opportunity. And as you can see, also their class profile is also 30 years old, so more or less the same. So you can quickly bond with them. I'm not sure how many of you are over 30. Can you raise your hand if you don't mind? Okay, perfect age to do MBA, I swear. Okay, next slide, please. CBS, on the other hand, is more academic. The reason why I chose Copenhagen or Denmark as my study destination in the first place was because I wanted to explore the Nordic approach to sustainability. So of course, CBS has quite a lot of sustainability courses. I myself took 2 sustainability courses out of 4 courses I could take. My suggestion would be, if you want to take sustainability courses abroad, would be that balance your academics, your theory classes with the practical classes. For example, consultancy for sustainability is very practical, whereas critical and construction approach is more theoretical. This will give you a better balance, and you will have a well-rounded perspective around sustainability. Next slide, please. So here are some photos to share with you. The upper bar was taken in EADA The lower part was taken one in CBS. So this is how our class are conducted. Every single day it looks like this. The whole class are there, so it's always packed, always full. You're always in the same seating area. You have a stable group. It's very, very intense. So be careful if you're choosing to going to EADA for your exchange. And this is a leadership camp we took, where the whole class went off campus for 2 days. And you have to tackle leadership challenges in group format, and 90% of them are physical. This is us giving presentation. This is my stable group. So remember this is every 2 to 3 days it looks like this. Now this is my dorm in Copenhagen. The rent at CBS, not so crazy, 24,000 NT dollars per month. And this is us waiting in a preparation room for an oral exam. You have to bear in mind, if you go to Nordics for exchange, oral exams are a very common way of having your final exams. It's a wonderful way to scare the out of you. Because it is, you have to know your stuff. You are sitting in the room, 2 professors will be questioning you with every question they could possibly think of, and you have to answer them on the spot. But a great way to train yourself. And this is us after a group oral exam. We got 10 out of 10 in this exam. And this is us having a client meeting with World Climate Foundation. This was the consulting class. For me, this is a precious opportunity. I had the chance to work on a EU Horizon project, working on climate adaptation projects, which is funded by part of the UN funding. So this is a great experience. Overall, I have to say, this opportunity, I'm truly thankful to the resources and opportunity provided by NCCU IMBA program. I would do it 1,000 times over again. I emphasize that. Okay, so this slide is super hard for me to consolidate because, you know, transformation in 1 year, some of them, it's hard to quantify, it's hard to put into numbers, it's hard to put into words because they're subtle, because it transforms inside you. But I've tried to come up with 4 of my top takeaways with NCCU IMBA program. First, I have to say, when I ask you if you're over 30, because stepping out of my comfort zone was definitely my number 1. When I joined NCCU IMBA, I was over 30 years old. So, okay, being able to leave the social pressure behind and then going abroad living in completely different environments truly gave me a space and time to reflect, observe, and grow personally. And then second will be sustainability awareness that grew inside me. Being able to live in both Southern Europe and Northern Europe truly deepened my sustainability awareness. It is now a philosophy that is deepened into the values, the daily values, because I'm more aware of the environments. And then the third will be the academic and practical learning, being able to experience the MBA taught in Spain, and then also being able to work on the EU Horizon project, coming up with a solution to build a platform to bridge the financing gap for the climate adaptation issues in Europe. That's something invaluable for me. And fourth will be, this is for me, how I view or how I value the business I created. As an entrepreneur myself, now I am more aware of the business that we create can really tackle the social challenges around the world, even in Taiwan. So it's really up to you which sector of the pyramid you want to serve in the future if you are ever thinking of becoming a business owner yourself. So overall, I am truly grateful for the opportunity provided by the MBA program and the exchange opportunity provided by the NCCU. In the end, I can only leave you with a sentence I can go on and on about how wonderful my exchange was, how it transformed me, how it shaped me. But in the end, that's my story. And yours will be different. Yours will be unique. So I'll be leaving you with this is trust the process, trust your process, and in the end, you will thank yourself later. Thank you.
So thank you, Elisa. And last but not least, we have Ariel Kao, a current student from the class of 2023. Ariel, we look forward to hearing your thoughts and experience as you continue to make your mark in the IMBA program.
Thank you. I'm the last one, and I believe, like all of you listen to so many alumni sharing, maybe you have some thoughts. And so let me start. So I'm the class of 23, meaning this is the second year in IMBA for me. So let me talk a little bit about myself. So I was originally studying in Jeonju University when I was in university, and I majored in money and banking. So, and then I joined the KPMG as an auditor. Before I graduated, I already decided, I want to stay in the corporate finance instead of doing in a financial institution. So that's why I joined an audit firm. And then I become a financial analyst in a healthcare company called Baxter. And after that, for the past about 6 years, I am in JTI, and it's a tobacco company. So, but like I say, I've been staying here for 6 years. So I start to think, and what I remember was the 4th year, I start to think I would say I want to change I'm kind of satisfied with my job, but there's maybe something I can do more. So that's why I also 2 years ago, I was just like you, I sit at this venue and I listen to the sharing. And at that point I said, okay, because I already studied here in the university, so I trust this school, I trust the faculty, and this is the program I only apply for when I decide to study an MBA. So now, there are many reasons why you are pursuing your MBA. You have your own thoughts, you have your own purpose, but basically it's no matter which it is, I think the most important part is that when you think about it, you need to do it, not just, I remember the one our alumni mentioned, think is easy, but do is hard. So how can you being started? So actually I consider I have two, I would say, my thought, why I want to start there, I can separate two parts. 80% of that is because I want to, about career, and then 20% is about my own wish. Why I say it's own wish? It's I always have complete my master's degrees, but when I graduated from the university, I was thinking, should I continue to do let's say the finance or master's, real master's for 2 years or not? So I kind of paused when I graduated from university. So I worked first, and then I decide, okay, now is the time. I can continue my school. So about the career, okay. Sorry, I think this is a bit weird. Anyway, so career boost is first of all, I said I get some bottlenecks. I think my learning curve becomes flatter, and in other words, my job becomes boring. So I started thinking, okay, is there any side project I can do? And the second thing is, I feel job hunting is become a bit harder for me back that time. Let's say I also started my MBA at early 30s, and at that time I still do a lot of interviews with many companies, but some of them say, oh, you're overqualified for this position. But for more senior positions, they say, oh, you're too young. So it's more I cannot really proceed, but also I kind of stuck there. So that's the first reason. And the second reason is opportunities to step out of your comfort zone. As I say, I most stay in the financial finance function. So when I become I get promotion in my company, I realize there are more collaboration with other functions. And you need to understand, okay, what the sales people are talking, what the marketing people are talking, and how to make them know finance people are talking, especially when people are talking about numbers. And you will realize the communication cost becomes higher and higher. So this is the one thing I feel the MBA can give me some trainings or some opportunities to maybe to overcome these challenges. So, is that an easy journey? I would say no. Nothing easy for a student with a full-time job. At this moment, I still have a full-time job. I didn't quit. Oh, by the way, I think you also heard about a lot from, they have like dual degrees or exchange programs. Like me, like I also have a lot, we have actually a lot of classmates, they are actually doing their dual degrees or exchange at this moment. But I want to say that even though you don't, like for me, I am not really have the thoughts of doing that because I still want to keep my career. I want to have a job here. I don't want to pause it. So it's also a good choice. I mean in here you have your own way. You don't need to follow others, and you can find what you want for your career in IMBA. So like what is not easy with a student with full-time jobs, like all the course requirements, you need to attend class after work. Like I leave office at 6, I need to be at the school at 7. And also there are countless group projects, meaning to say you need to align other people's time to discuss. And that means you need to dedicate your leisure time, especially in weekends. And the last, but I think the most important one is that you need to mingle with people. Like when you work in a company, let's say 2 years, 3 years, you know your colleagues and you know your environment. And I feel that somehow will shape your mind or your personality into a fixed thought. And I thought that would be a kind of dangerous and scary to me. It's like, we'll just want to be the person like now, forever. And I feel that is also one thing that I want to start my MBA. It's like, you need to mingle with other people. Here, provide you an opportunity to mingle with different kind of people, and people won't judge you. You also won't judge others because you're classmates, you're friends. Yeah. So I feel, and then on the end, they said the conclusion is I don't have time. I think the most frequently mentioned sentence in the past 1 year is like I don't have time. Yeah. So, but you worth it? So of course. Like if you ask me like 10 times or 1,000 times, I say, we will apply for this program if you have choice. I say, definitely yes. It's also because, like, as I mentioned, we have a lot of group project and presentation. You have many chances to step on the stage here. You have to, and you have no choice. But I think the cost is so low if you present in the school compared to present in the company, right? And then, I'm not sure it's a coincidence or because like I kind of gained my confidence or my experience here. I got an opportunity for our annual conference. I represent the finance team to present on the stage for the whole, to brief the company, brief our colleagues the whole year financial performance in front of 300 people. So I feel I think that is a sign or opportunity or the learning I have here. And it's acquire knowledge. Like this, I think the photo Professor Tsai just shared, like we have, you definitely can acquire something here. Not something, I think a lot of things. And I think the most important part is that you make lifelong friends. This is our batch. And this is one thing that I haven't really, should I say, expected. Like, because I started my MBA because of my career aspiration. But in the end, I think it gave me more than I expected when I first applied. Yeah. So, I think this is a sign, like you have been sitting here and listen to so many alumni sharing. Like some of alumni I also met today, first time. But I believe that we all gain a lot from here, no matter on which perspective. So I think if you can really consider about no matter what reason or what make you sitting here, think about like if you want to really give yourself an opportunity, I think it's worth a try. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.